Guys, I don't know what's going on in this world. Today, I have heard so many things that are the most disturbing things I think I've ever heard since I've been alive on this earth. Freedoms are going to be leaving us that I thought we would never lose. And the controls, the things that are in place, the stopgap measures to protect our freedoms, nobody's paying attention to. These people go into a Baptist church and they start handing out $500 tickets for people gathering, or they go to where they're doing the drive-in services, and they want to hand out $500 tickets. Well, there was a judge who put a stop measure on one of those. There's a church, On Fire Church, and he said he issued a temporary restraining order against the law enforcement. Said they couldn't do that. It was blatantly unconstitutional. I mean, they're in a drive-in, listening on the radio. The cars are parked apart, and the cars are layers of steel and glass. Nobody can get to anybody. And you're going to issue tickets for gathering? What the hell? They're not issuing tickets to everybody parked in the Walmart parking lot or the liquor store. And they're not stopping abortions that I've heard. So let's talk about something that's non-essential, people. Now, liquor store, you know, alcohol has a lot of uses, medicinal uses, not just alcoholics. Go liquor store. I'm making vanilla right now with vodka. I don't drink. I don't like the taste of alcohol. I think it's disgusting. I don't know how anybody could ever take a taste of a beer after they smelled it. It's the grossest smell ever. But, you know, and you can disinfect with alcohol if it's got enough alcohol content. But cigarettes, nobody stops to sell cigarettes. How's that necessary? Oh, it sure as hell isn't. How about the government just don't tell us anything? How about they just keep their nose out of our business entirely? But the thing is, they are targeting churches. This is it's just an excuse. This virus thing is just an excuse, is all it is. They've been doing this for years, and now they're salivating and rubbing their hands together gleefully going, ooh, now we got a real reason to crack down on these churches. Because it just torques these people. And the police officers, what the hell is up with them? I thought they were supposed to uphold the Constitution. What they're doing is completely unconstitutional. And I don't want to hear it's for the greater good. No, it's not. Some stupid news person said something about, well, you just don't have a right to risk killing people. When you stop the abortions, we'll talk about you people putting other lives in danger, okay? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from you. This whole world is it's topsy-turvy. It's upside down. Black is white. White is black. And no, I'm not talking about race. Don't start in on me. I swear, you can't make a comparison and use any words without people jumping all over the race thing. Oh my God, leave it alone, y'all. Just leave it alone. I may have Finnish origin, but I have African Americans in my bloodline that have come across them in family research. So, you know, I guess I'm black, right? Let's don't even go there, y'all. Come on. I'm so tired of that. And when you don't have anything else to say, you scream race, race, race. Now the virus is racist. Oh my God. You know, I saw a saying today, and it's just so true. It says, I want to treat stupid people like a glow stick. I want to snap their head off and then shake them until the light comes on in the head, you know? Yeah, me too. Me too. Because logical thought, rational thought, critical thinking apparently doesn't exist right now. And then I hear top of everything else, and I haven't heard the news reporting this, there was an article about a protein in this virus having an S protein, similar to HIV virus, and said it doesn't matter if you recover, you're going to be compromised forever. And I'm thinking, oh great, now we've got typhoid Marys all over the population. I don't know if this is true or not. I have no idea. That's the problem. You don't know what the heck is true. And you know, I'm looking at, I'm into like season 6, up to season 6, I think, of The Walking Dead. And the thing about that series is I keep thinking about the hopelessness they have to feel, the alwaysness of the situation. They feel like it's never going to end and never going to change. And that's kind of the way I feel sometimes. I'm in the house for eternity now. I'm just going to die here. They're going to find my rotting bones, my mummified corpse in the house, and all my chickens are going to have eaten each other. Because nobody checks on us. Nobody checks on us. Or rarely. Very rarely. And then you got the other people who are still on the, this is all a hoax in order to help Trump win the election or some kind of crap. I don't even know what they're saying anymore. The whole thing has gotten so crazy, I don't even know which thing to address. I'm not sure if I should address any of it. How about I just say, if you're thinking about starting a homestead and you were, say, 50 plus, let me give you a couple of suggestions. If you're looking for property to buy and you're looking for somewhere to hide out from the world at large, and you're over 50, I don't care how spry you are right now, get something without a bunch of steps. It doesn't matter if you have a house, say, with a loft or something, or upstairs, but make sure that everything you need, kitchen, living areas, laundry, and bedroom, is all on the main floor. Because trust me, you don't know what's going to happen to you later. I didn't think that I would break my ankle and have a titanium plate and screws, bone spurs, and arthritis in an ankle. I didn't know that my husband was going to have, his disc disease was going to get so much worse. I didn't know that I was going to injure my knee, and that is still giving me fits. I don't know if it'll ever be right again. You don't know what's going to happen. I just advise you to have everything you need in your home on the main floor, so that if you get to where you can't go up and down stairs, that you don't ever have to. Okay? That's my main thing. That was the biggest mistake we made with this house, because almost 18 years ago when we bought this, my husband, he still had a disc disease and he still had back pain, but it was not nearly what it is now. Not nearly. And I was really spry. I think I was a lot heavier because my thyroid was still, I just found out my thyroid was bad, and I was still trying to get rid of the weight from that. But I still could lose another 20 pounds. But in any case, don't get anything with steps, okay? And don't go whole hog, excuse the pun, into every kind of livestock you can imagine, not knowing anything about any of them. If you're going to be older, please don't get cows and horses and large livestock. In fact, maybe don't get anything that gives live birth except maybe rabbits. If you want to raise rabbits for meat, rabbit manure is great manure for the garden because it's what they call a cool manure. Chicken manure is hot manure. It has to be composted a little bit or it'll burn the tender plants before it's composted some. But rabbit manure is a cool manure. It's one of the best manures you can have for your garden. So if you want to raise rabbits for just to sell the rabbits, maybe for meat rabbits, or maybe for the manure itself, they don't take up that much space. You could have them in cages. You don't have to have giant buildings for rabbits. Rabbits and chickens would be two really good things to start with. Or maybe the only thing you need. Just do poultry and rabbits. They don't have to be just chickens. It could be turkeys, guineas, you know, whatever. But avoid the big livestock because you don't realize how dangerous they can be. I grew up around my grandfather's farm and Angus cattle. And even the hogs were huge when I was a kid. My sister used to call, my dad's cousin used to raise these giant hogs, and my sister always called them hogzillas. They were huge, huge hogs. They can be dangerous. So think about the size of the livestock you want. Don't get into 5 kinds of livestock. Start with 1 and maybe another small livestock. For older people, chickens and rabbits are probably 2 of the best. Now, me personally, I don't like rabbits. Rabbits, it's just a personal thing with me. Rabbits creep me out. I don't like rabbits. I like to see them in the wild, but I don't want to handle them, and I just don't like rabbits. Their red eyes creep me out. That's just a weird thing. I just don't like rabbits. I think it's great to see them in the wild, but I would not want to raise rabbits. But their manure is awesome. If you want to learn about using rabbit manure in the garden, check out Dirtpatcheaven, Julianne's channel. I heard that her daughter, a few hours ago, was on the way to the hospital. She suddenly lost her sight. Her daughter Paige. So think some good thoughts for Julianne's daughter Paige. I don't know what that's about. I guess we'll hear later. Beautiful little girl. Beautiful girls. So we're thinking about you, Julianne, but and Paige. And you know, I don't know what else to say. I'll just talk about what I know, and that's what not to do, how to start small, be careful, make sure you know your laws and covenants, and make sure, even if somebody says, well, I don't know if there's covenants in here, make sure you go to the county and find out, because half the people in this subdivision I live in, they don't even know there are covenants. I just happen to be a realtor, so I need to ask, but they are on file at the county. So make sure. They may be old, they may be out of date, they may be null and void, but you need to check that out, even in the country, unless you just always should. But watch out for the steps. It's fine if you have a house with an upstairs or a basement, but make sure it's 2 places you don't have to go if you become infirm and can't walk and can't go up and down. Make sure everything you need, laundry included, is on that main floor. So if you never had to go upstairs and you never had to go in the basement, you didn't have to, okay? That's my best advice for you. And that's the one thing that's been the hardest living in this house. The house is a ranch, but it happens to be what is raised up high on a basement, and they didn't sink the basement very low, so you have to go up to 10 steps to get into the house. Hector, you seem very unsteady on your right leg. You shake every time you walk. What is that about? His leg shakes every time he hits the ground with it, his right leg. I don't know what that's about. Are you hurting, Hector? Is your leg hurt? Well, I gotta go, y'all, so that's all I have to say for today. Stay frosty if you can, and I don't know, maybe turn off the news. Bye, y'all.